Global divide. ICC's arrest warrant for Netanyahu sparks diplomatic firestorm. Welcome to Freedom Square News. We begin with a major development from the International Criminal Court that is sending shockwaves across the global stage. The ICC has issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, accusing them of war crimes during the recent Gaza conflict. This unprecedented move marks the first time a sitting Israeli leader faces such charges, with allegations stemming from the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The ICC claims evidence of war crimes, including disproportionate use of force and targeting of civilians. The international response to the warrants has been deeply divided. Let's break it down. Several countries have announced their intention to enforce the ICC's decision, stating that they will arrest Netanyahu if he enters their territory. For example, it's publicly confirmed it would act on the ICC's mandate. The Netherlands and Canada, signatories to the Rome Statute, echoed similar commitments. They have reiterated their duty to uphold international law. But on the other hand, powerful nations like the United States have strongly condemned the ICC's actions. President Joe Biden called the warrants outrageous, reaffirming that the U.S. does not recognize the court's jurisdiction over Israel. Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orbán went a step further, inviting Netanyahu to visit his country while assuring him immunity from arrest. Other nations, like Argentina, have also rejected the ICC's move, aligning with their stance against its jurisdiction. These decisions highlight the stark geopolitical divide on this issue. So, what does this mean moving forward? Its ability to travel internationally could be significantly restricted. Risks arrest in any country that honors the ICC's warrants. The decision also puts Israel's global relations under intense scrutiny, particularly with nations that are supporting the ICC. This development raises broader questions about the enforcement of international law. Critics argue that the ICC faces immense challenges in holding leaders of powerful nations accountable, as its effectiveness often relies on member states' cooperation. One thing is clear, this decision will have far-reaching implications, not just for Prime Minister Netanyahu, but for international diplomacy and justice as a whole. We'll continue to follow this story closely and bring you updates as they unfold. Stay tuned for more stories after the break, including the latest on the situation in North Korea and updates on the volcanic eruption in Iceland. You're watching Freedom Square News.
Freedom Square.